I-32F. Need to vent about the absolute asterisk though that went down at my family reunion this weekend. Still shaking tbh. Backstory. Ex and I split 8 months ago after I caught him cheating with his coworker. Classic stuff. She'd been at our place multiple times as his work friend. The breakup was messy AF. He gaslit me hard, called me crazy despite the evidence on his phone, and turned half our friends against me. I've spent months rebuilding, therapy, new apartment, focusing on work. Didn't trash him online or to friends, just quietly moved on. My family has this huge annual reunion at Uncle's Lake House. Big deal, 60+ people, catered food, the works. This year was special 'cause my grandparents were celebrating their 50th. I never introduced X to extended family, so when he showed up uninvited yesterday during dinner, most people were like, "Who's this rando?" He strolled in through the patio doors with his smug look, clinked his glass and announced, "Sorry to interrupt, but I have something everyone should know about your precious my name." My heart stopped. But instead of freaking out, I just made eye contact with my brother across the table and gave him a slight nod. Bro's a security consultant and always prepared. He immediately got up while X started his BS about how I was unstable and had made up lies about him. I sat there calmly looking at him, which clearly threw him off. He expected waterworks or something. Dad and Uncle stood up, but I gestured for them to chill. Mom looked ready to throw hands though, face with tears of joy. Within minutes, 2 security guys my brother had hired for the event, standard for our reunions, appeared on either side of X. Bro had texted them X's photo months ago as a person of concern, just in case. X's face when he realized what was happening. Priceless. Security firmly escorted him out while he was still trying to yell stuff. Cherry on top. My 82-year-old grandma, completely confused, watched him being dragged out and said loud enough for everyone, "Is that the cheater? Good riddance to bad rubbish." Skull. After he was gone, I just said, "Sorry about that interruption. Let's celebrate Grandma and Grandpa." Music started back up, party continued. X went nuclear on social media after getting kicked out. Posted this whole rant claiming I had him assaulted by hired thugs, and was controlling the narrative. His friends piled on in the comments. My response. 1. Sent our mutual friends the security cam footage showing him being calmly escorted out. Audio caught enough of his speech to make his intentions clear. 2. Had brother send X a formal cease and desist for trespassing. 3. Blocked him everywhere after getting notifications of login attempts on my accounts. The fallout was swift. Most friends who saw the video realized they'd been fed BS for months. 3. Called to apologize. His post disappeared yesterday. His now GF, the coworker, claims he was just emotional and wanted closure. Shurjan. Plot twist. Cousin's wife works at X's company. Word spread about his stunt, and his supervisor, friend of cousin's wife, is now scrutinizing his work. Good though. Reunion was amazing, reconnected with family, and honestly, everyone witnessing how I handled things was healing AF. TLDR. X tried damage control on social media. Video evidence shut that down. His rep is tanking while I'm thriving. First, X sent a half-assed apology text. Lots of sorry but, and you have to understand BS. Didn't respond. The mutual friends who apologized invited me out last weekend. Several admitted X told everyone I cheated on him. That explained a lot. But here's the kicker. The cease and desist letter freaked him out completely. He thought it was an actual restraining order that would show on background checks. Called his parents in panic, who reached out to mine. My parents invited his for coffee and showed them the security footage. They had no idea about the real breakup reason. He said it was mutual. That he immediately dated the coworker. Any post-breakup harassment. The reunion crash. He claimed he was invited. His mom cried. His dad was pissed and said something like, "We didn't raise him to treat women this way." X called me next day sounding completely different. Said his parents had a long talk with him. Gave a real apology. No excuses. Said he's getting help and promised to leave me alone. I just said, "Thank you for the apology. I wish you well, but respect my boundaries." Radio silence since then. Heard they broke up, but whatever. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm dating someone new. Taking it slow, but he's kind and makes me laugh. Therapist says I'm showing good judgment finally. Biggest takeaway. Staying calm, emotional reactions. Also, family that has your back is everything. A month later. Still blessed silence from ex. New guy got my brother's approval. Harder than getting security clearance, TBH, face with tears of joy. Funniest outcome. I'm now family's crisis management expert, with cousins asking for advice. Grandma, the good riddance queen, sent me a letter with a photo from the 60s of her next to her ex's car she accidentally scratched after catching him cheating. Note said, "Different generations, different methods, same spirit." I died laughing. Best part. I genuinely don't care what ex is doing anymore. Not giving him free rent in my brain. Later, ex's parents found out the truth and shut him down. I've moved on, I'm happy. And turns out my grandma is secretly a badass who taught me everything I know.